You got a white man on a motherfucking horse with a cowboy hat on, with a motherfucking 357, you understand me? Walking a line full of inmates like the movie, like just like the movie. And we in the country, like all the units in the country. Red dirt, that little hay you see blowing in the wind, all that shit real.
Prison Stories 101, man. We back with another one. I want to say a fan favorite, man. Eat Greedy G, man. What's good with it, man?
I'm honored to be here, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. You know, the first thing I always do with these prison stories, man, every time somebody's been on for the first time, I like to see how things been going since the last time they've been on. Since the last time you came on, what kind of reception did you get from the interview itself, man, as far as people seeing you, went a little viral. You know, you had a little situation, a couple of situations. How has that reception been?
You know, my kids calling me here. Damn, you seen you on TikTok type shit. You know, a lot of people be surprised about that type of shit. You know, when a nigga go into detail like that. Cause you know, like your platform was like the ones who really just dove into that shit, like, and had me really elaborating on that shit. So, yeah.
It's interesting because a lot of people don't be believing the stories that go on in prison, man. When you tell stories that people may not believe, are you surprised that, you know, when someone hears a story like what you say something or this happened or that happened, are you surprised when people just don't understand, like, nah, nigga, that's what going on daily in that hole?
I ain't surprised at all.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Damn. You can't expect a nigga to understand some shit they don't know.
That's right.
I ain't talking about no, like some shit you heard. I'm talking about no, as in terms of some shit that I'm talking about pragmatism. I'm talking about shit that you experienced firsthand.
Come on.
That can't nobody take away from you. So I don't expect nobody to understand some shit that they ain't experienced.
All right, well, as we always do, man, if you don't mind, go ahead and reintroduce yourself. Let them know how much time you did, man.
Hey, man. Eager to dream, you understand me? I'm the one who signed my motherfucking self, you hear me? And I did 10.
Oof. All right. Well, let's just jump right into it, man. From our last conversation, you had said some stuff, but I want to kind of work outside of that. And I want to start with this situation. I'm pretty sure you saw what's been going on with this Julio Foolio case. Them young men, of course, were sentenced to life, if not death, based on the situation. And it's something I've never seen before. The warden came in and said, don't give these young men death. Give them life because we get work out of them. That's sweat equity. We could work them for umpteen years. You know what I'm saying? They're only 20-something years old. So something like that where a warden comes in and speak on like how much work he could get out of a young black man. If you don't mind, give me a take on that, man.
Yeah, shit. Present day slavery. But what they call it now is they call it voluntary servitude.
Yeah.
See, during slavery, on me, you didn't let me know if we right, cause I'm finna go in.
Yeah, I believe you.
We right?
No, we good.
So back then, this the difference that they'll tell you is slavery, we was forced into it. But the modern day or the present day slavery, they refer to it as voluntary servitude because they saying you volunteered to do it because you committed a crime. So if you a warden of the state, then, you understand me, you volunteered to do the work. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the prison system, especially in Texas, prison capital of the world. These prisons is ran by the inmates. And what I mean by that is these prison owners, these stockholders and shareholders, they got all these inmates doing these different jobs. And they don't only just keep the prison running, but they also keep the community and the city running. So what I mean is, for example, TDC on some units, ID units, or they call forms, they got livestock. They got hog barns where they raise, you understand me, where they got male hogs, breeding with female hogs, having babies, raising the babies, you understand me, from a young age till they get fat and healthy, slaughter them. A percentage of that meat they feed the inmates with.
Oh.
And then the rest of it, they sell it.
Damn.
And the inmates is the one nurturing and doing all of this voluntary servitude.
The livestock is on the penitentiary. It's on the land.
It's on the yard. It's on the unit.
Damn.
So the ID units, you're gonna have livestock, you're gonna have hog barns, you understand me? You're gonna have like places where they like burn trash. You're gonna have, you know what I'm saying? It's all type. You're gonna have places where I can't remember what they call this shit, but like where they build like cabinets and grills, shit that they actually producing and selling in the real world and making real profit off of, all off of inmate labor.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? They got in that hoe, and the females too. They got in that hoe, like sewing, putting clothes together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's a self-sufficient. Like don't get me wrong, from a business standpoint, it's genius, bro.
Oh no, they said like no, we got making license plates. Just everything that you don't take that you take for granted in the world. We got people to make this.
Niggas in that hoe making this shit, doing time. You know what I'm saying? But something that the wood ain't really looking at, who go down there with their time, them niggas laying down on that shit. Them niggas ain't taking no job. Niggas ain't going to no whole squad, singing riddles and shit. Back and forth like they was doing on life. Them niggas saying fuck parole, cause that's how they get you. They be like, well, if you don't go to work. See, Texas is one of the very few states that don't pay their inmates when they working. You don't get paid in Texas. You work for free.
Yeah.
What they give you what they call good time. And they say, you gonna get up and go to work or you ain't gonna make parole. Well, the nigga who go down there who got a life sentence, nigga, parole. Give a about no parole. So usually what they do on the units is they put all them, you understand me, on one block or on one side, you know what I'm saying, of the unit. And then over here on this block, all these got jobs. These work in the kitchen. You understand me? These work in the field. This might work in the child hall. This might work in the infirmary. This might work in a what they call the church place down there. I can't remember, but in the church. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But see, the thing is, jobs is they hustle. You understand me? So if you work in a chow hall, niggas send them whatever they got on the menu. Don't let it be chicken day. You understand me? Nigga coming.
Nigga find a way to
coming back with.
Yeah.
You understand me? Nigga coming back with 20 pounds of chicken. You hear me?
Yeah.
On the block, slanging them. So it ain't just all bad because depending on your job, gonna depend on your hustle. That's what's gonna determine, you know what I'm saying? Cause everybody don't got a support system. Some been gone 30 years. So they gotta eat what we call eating off the land. So you gotta get a certain type of job just to run a play.
Oh shit. For you yourself, what type of work did you start with? What you graduate towards? Like what all work did you do while you was in there?
Nigga, I was in the field, nigga.
Damn, man.
They put young in the field.
So that's what he was saying. He's
Man,
like, hey,
look,
he
when
like,
them
this nigga young.
Yeah, when them come down there, I'm gonna tell you what them did, right? So when you come down there and you see classification, they determine, like, you see sociology and classification, they determine what kind of job you gonna have. So I remember being in line, going in there to see the major. Oh man, female officer in there. Oh man, you look kind of strong. You understand me? And that hoe like trying to show off for the bitch. Let me see how many push-ups you can do. Get down there, pushing the flow. They were like, oh yeah, you strong enough. He going to squad.
Damn.
Put him in the field. He healthy.
Playing on him.
Come on, man.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So shit like that can determine. So yeah, I started off in host. If you a young nigga, I'm telling you now, if you go down there and you a young nigga and you don't come, now this the free game. If you come down there through the door and you say you got any type of medical illness, that's the only thing that's gonna keep you at a whole squad. Okay. If you don't got no medical illness, that's gonna keep you from being outside or swinging that motherfucking Aggie. You understand me? Your ass going to the field. Like, hands down.
Do you remember your first day in the field?
Hell yeah.
Was it something you was like, I could do this?
Hell nah.
Oh, shit.
Hell nah, bro.
Yeah.
I'm out here fool. They like, first of all, you got a white man on a horse with a cowboy hat on, with a 357, you understand me? Walking a line full of inmates like the movie, nigga. Like, just like the movie, nigga. And we in the country, nigga. Like, all the units in the country. Red dirt, that little hay you see blowing in the wind, nigga, all that shit real. After they like, oh yeah, nigga, ain't nothing but grass. It ain't even no plants. Oh, you see all that grass? Pull it back. They want like simple shit, like just to get any type of work out of you, bro. But the first thing is having the discipline or being able to submit, if you will, to that type of authority. That's the only thing I was always afraid of, bro.
So it was not saying it's a test, but it was like, we're gonna just see if you're gonna do it. And once you do it, you understand you in the prison system.
Well, I ain't gonna say once you do it, you gonna understand, but your ass gonna, you know what I'm saying?
What happens if you say no?
So this the thing. It's a hard game to play because you gotta remember when we in the field, we not in the fence. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you wanna take off running, you can take off running. So ain't no cameras outside, bro. You know what I'm saying? And on some of these units, nigga, them cameras, them whole, you know what I'm saying? Them whole line ain't be working, bro. So it's like, you go outside the fence and you book them hoes or say the wrong thing, bro, them hoes lay you down. You know what I'm saying? And say you tried to run.
Free kill.
Free kill, bro. You get them hoes a free body. So you just gotta look at shit like that, like type of game, like. Yeah.
For you yourself, that first day for you, you get through it okay, or it was like, you know, the coach you like, hey, nah, nigga, this is how you need to do it. You know, do your time easy. Like, how'd you get through your first day?
Yeah, I had, you know, they were giving me game like, you know, all you gotta do is just do this, like swing that hoe like this. Don't grip it tight. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of let it just go through your hands. You know what I'm saying? They come out that hoe with blisters and all type of shit on your hand, cause it's wood. Like the handle is wood. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's all type of shit out there. Snake. I'm gonna tell you another cold part. If you see a snake or any type of animal that can harm you, you're not even allowed to kill it, bro. You're not allowed to touch it. If you do, that's a case.
What? A case?
On me. Shit crazy. Because they say that's state property. So you understand me? If you damage any type of animal on state land, they gonna say that you deface state property. It's a case.
I talked to someone on the whole squad. They said they would have these things called wolf spiders that jump. And they told them, they said, nah, you could try to kill it with the hoe, but nigga, there's so many out there that what you swinging at, you gonna be there's 20 more out here. You ain't swinging nothing. Did you ever get like, damn, I ain't seen no animal like that. I ain't seen no insect like that. Did you ever be like, what the is that? And why am I even out here in this?
Nah, because I done been in the country, but like they got scorpions and shit out there, bro.
Yeah, some niggas ain't even seen a scorpion.
Yeah, like they got, that was some shit that I hadn't seen. I was like, damn, nigga, I seen this whole in movies. Like, you hear me, bro? Them hoes just walking through that bitch like, nigga, this they shit. Like, nigga, we in they shit. Like,
so, G, let me ask you, what is your take on the death penalty? What's your thoughts on like the way the death penalty works? That if you get assigned the death penalty, you still get to do like 15, 20. You know, you can still get your pills and, you know, you get to go through all that, but you going within, let's say 30 years, you going to sit on a chair and they're going to take you out of here. What's your thoughts on the death penalty?
shit, I know some who, shit, they rather have that death penalty, bro, than sit down there and do that time.
Yeah.
So to some, it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever seen someone try to take their life in prison?
Not like in the cell with me type shit, but like on a unit, like, yo.
You heard some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the method? Because, you know, everybody keep talking about Epstein. Epstein was in jail. They said he was able to hang himself in the jail cell. If someone was like dedicated to taking themselves out in prison, like what methods do they have to be able to do some shit like that?
They would probably do what they call man, they got these pills. I ain't been down there in a second, so I can't remember the name of these hoes, but they like they basically what they give you when you not feeling good. You don't gotta go to the infirmary to get it. You can just go out on the run and get it. It's basically supposed to be like Tylenol. You know what I'm saying? 2 of them come in a pack. Probably the most way nigga probably try to get as many of them hoes as they can and try to make themselves OD. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or if they got the right job and they got access to the right equipment, then, you know, you do some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But that hanging shit, like they show on TV, that shit'll be a little harder, bro. And then they got a way that you gonna have to be smooth if you really want to kill yourself, because they got a way that they filter them type of out. Like when you see sociology, they ask you all these questions in various ways to see what your mental state is like. So if you say anything like they gonna ask you about depression and have you ever had thoughts of harming yourself, usually the who thinking about it, they gonna say yeah. They not gonna say no. They gonna go ahead and tell them yeah. And then they put them in a place and get them certain clothing, made a certain material, a certain type of blanket type shit that you can't tie up and do that type of shit with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah, they gonna make sure they gonna ask up front, like, hey, what is he on? Damn. Now you have made a mention as far as if you don't want to do whole squad, or you don't want to go out there and work, you know, get that medication line, you know, get that pill call. Can someone go in there and fake a disease, or fake a mental illness and say, hey, I can't do this?
Man, the only way you really got action for real if you faking is you gotta come through the door. Like, as soon as you get there and get stripped and your head get shaved, cause they'll ask you, like, right, you gotta tell them, they like, you got any medical? You gotta go on and say it right then. Yeah. Go on and just give them a rundown. And on me, you would slide through that hoe. I done seen it, like, yeah, that's free game. Like, yeah. We ain't condoning no penitentiary.
We ain't condoning no, but I've talked to someone else where they said they did one day in the whole squad, and the next thing they did was have to fake, like, oh, if they put that hole back in my hand, I'm gonna probably take some lives. Because, you know, I'm on that type of time. I'm still stuck in my. Yeah. He said he didn't have to do the whole squad no more. He, you know, pill called it. Yeah,
it's way. I had finessed out that hell too.
Yeah, you got to.
You know what I'm saying? So it's ways, like, you know what I'm saying? Different units gonna do different shit. Different staff gonna allow different shit. You know what I'm saying? But the best way to do it is to stay ahead. Like, that way you ain't even, because once you get in whole squad, if you ain't got no, bro, you damn near ain't gonna be able to get no job change, bro.
Are you serious?
They gonna leave you on that hoe.
How do people look at they call them the what they call the people who run the whole squad? Like they get an inmate to call out the cadence and do the songs, and how do the inmates look at the person who's the lead hoe man, I guess you could say.
Nah, we don't look at them niggas like no police or nothing like that.
Okay.
Them just most of the time, they just be the niggas who been locked up the longest. So they know the song and, you know what I'm saying? They just, we don't look, you know, I'm saying my experience, you know, when I was on Whole Squad on 3 different units, you know what I'm saying? We never looked at them niggas like polices. That if anything, bro, like if you really been in the Whole Squad, you know, that shit really help you. Like singing that song and getting that rhythm and working as a unit, it make it easier. It make the time fly by faster, actually.
I was told that the Whole Squad, technically, when they talk about gangs in prison, Whole Squad is the biggest gang, meaning that when you doing that time with other inmates that you're doing it with, y'all create a bond while y'all out there. Like you might look out for like,
type shit.
Yeah, once you get back, like, nah, that's that nigga next to me getting to it, like
type shit.
So do they like? Does it form a bond with that being the Whole Squad?
Hell yeah, because you struggling. Y'all struggling together. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah. Like, naturally, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you gonna be best friends with a nigga, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You'll get to see a side of niggas that you won't get to see, you know what I'm saying, during other hours, you know what I'm saying, when you out there in that field, bro.
Now, the other thing I have to ask is because of this Julio situation and these young men that's gonna probably spend some time and do some time. The one dude who, of course, was putting it all together where they try to, of course, say that he wasn't really about this life. He wasn't, he's really a good kid. He traveled the world, South Africa. His family came and spoke on him, and they said, nah, he's really a playful individual.
Hold on real quick. What's up, Gigi? Hey. Yeah, I got one. Hey, man, I just got started. I don't know what time I'm gonna hit back that way. All right. My fault.
No, you're good. No, so I was just saying, as far as his family spoke on his behalf, saying like, nah, he wasn't really like he ain't that bad of a dude. When they were showing pictures like of him just like being a little more, I don't use the word like sassy, him just being like a little more like less masculine. But mind you, he did step on some shit. He did go out and do whatever he pled to, like, hey, I did that, but I'm trying to do my time. A family coming to say like, nah, he was really, not saying he's soft, but he's really not that kind of dude. How does that play in prison? Do people in prison get to watch like something like a Julio trial? They get to watch that on TV?
Nah.
Okay, so.
Nah, the only way a nigga will really be able to see that shit is like, if a nigga got jacked, if a nigga have emotion in that hole, and they got some shit they ain't supposed to have, you know what I'm saying? But nah, niggas don't need to see that type of shit. Yeah. We don't need to know the background, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you come in that hole, that shit don't matter, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't give a fuck what you did in the street or who you was, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
So your time starts day one.
I know in the street who was square business, bro. You hear me?
Yeah.
Like, real talk. And on my mama, in that institution, it was peons. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say that shit don't matter.
Damn.
The only thing that do matter is if you was banging in the world and you coming at home, then you try to say that you don't bang. That type of shit follow you. Nigga gonna bless you if you come in that hoe ducking some shit like that. But as far as like, he ain't really like that, he ain't. Nigga know you ain't like that when you come on the block. You know what I'm saying?
See, the problem is a lot of young dudes out here, they got that, they're good with pistol play all day. They can shoot from anywhere, anyhow. And some young dudes ain't never had a fight in their life. So the moment they get in there, they might have been what they was in the streets. Can you know the ones who's like, yeah, this nigga ain't got nothing like from the shoulders and just on some this ain't nowhere near none of that.
Yeah, it's gonna show.
Yeah.
It's gonna show, bro. Like I say, bro, I ain't, just like a nigga told me, going to prison, bro, it's just a test of your manhood. Yeah. You just gotta be a man, bro. Like, you ain't gotta be no super gangster, but you just gotta be a man. And if you go down there and you one of them niggas who can't hold your own, you know what I'm saying? You either gonna be a nigga paying for protection. You understand me? You gonna be a nigga getting abused. You know niggas who get raped, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the niggas who come down there and can't hold their own, frail and all that type of shit. Them niggas that get abused, bro.
I asked somebody this. I said, there's certain units that you got to get a heart check right when you walk in. We got to see what you about.
On me.
And I asked somebody. I said, if a man gets called out and he curls up in a fight, like balls up, what does that say for his time he about to do?
Well, it depends on what kind of check it is, because do heart checks different. Like when I got checked, it wasn't one-on-one. It was 3 on me.
Yeah,
and it was 3 different waves of niggas, 59 seconds apiece.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, gonna say, don't ball up, nigga. Like, nigga gonna say that while y'all scratching. Like, nigga, don't ball up. Like, fight back.
Whatever
like,
you do, nigga.
Just to, you know what I'm saying? Don't fall. Like, you know, that type of shit. But, I mean, you know, like I say, man, that shit ain't, you know, trying to see is you willing to stand your ground, bro. Because the moment, I don't give a fuck who you supposed to belong to, the moment you see that you don't stand your ground, bro, you might well kill yourself, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Unless you can get along with the idea of being a, you might well commit suicide, bro. Well, that's why I go to PC and shit like that. But some get touched on and they like being a boy toy. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I done seen that shit, bro. I swear to God.
Wait, when you say you seen it, do it be like a who don't look like he on that type of time, but like, damn, bro, you on that type of time, bro? Like, or do it be like a who look like he on that type of time? Like,
nah, most of the time it be a nigga who look like he ain't on that kind of time. Ain't no telling what they did. They might got one of them cases where they touched the look, you know what I'm saying? They touched the, you know, one of them type cases.
He gonna get tried immediately, and we gonna be like, nah, nigga, you know, it's kind of crazy because, yes, you know, again, every day fighting for that manhood. Do you have the opportunity to redeem yourself? Like, if yeah, you might look like a up front, but like, nah, give me one more. Nah, nigga, I'm new, nigga.
Yeah. I think so. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean them other niggas think so. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, like, we all on the unit, but everybody has differently. So a nigga can hear about it on the yard and be like, oh yeah, such and such nigga got punched on, bro. That nigga wasn't even fighting back. When that nigga locker in, you understand me? Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? He just made that bust a 85 at the commissary window. Made the but 85, that's $85 in the commissary.
Not the 60. He said the 85, nigga.
Max.
Yeah, I thought it was 60 was the max.
Shit. So, you know, like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So one might try you can redeem yourself over here in A1, but them niggas over there on C block, you know what I'm saying? All they remember is what they heard. So you can still get tried.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Bro, you ain't even gotta win the fight, bro. Bro, but you gotta fight.
You gotta have that heart. Yeah, that's what they say. You gotta have that heart, man. Without that,
you ain't gotta be the best in the world, bro. But you gotta fight.
Damn.
You got to.
Do you feel prison can't make a man out of a nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, you go in at 17, you ain't really lived no life yet. You may have one little girlfriend or something.
Yeah, for sure. And the reason I say that, it ain't about the fighting and shit and all that. It's more about the most disrespectful niggas will come from the penitentiary respectful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To come home saying, excuse me.
Yeah.
You know, when you walk past a nigga. Cause that's the type of shit that you gotta do. When you living in close quarters with other men.
Yeah.
You can't just get up, put your ass in the face, his bunk right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you gotta say, you know what I'm saying? You gotta say, excuse me. When you using the bathroom, man, come on. You drop one, you gotta flush one, nigga. You can't just you can't just sit on that shit and, you know what I'm saying? Type like.
Explain that for those who may not know, when they say drop one, flush one, because people in the free world may not know what this means. Can you explain it for those who may not understand?
So you got different dorms. Sometimes housed in 2-man cells. Sometimes housed in 80-man dorms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of which one, I want you to flush when you drop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So especially if you in a cell with a nigga, when you sit down and you taking the shit, your hand's supposed to stay on that button. Cause them toilets, bro, them old ass toilets, the suction is so strong that any fume, nigga, not just solid, like any type of gas that come out, it's gonna suck and it's gonna go straight. So if you sit down and you steady doing that how you supposed to, your celly will never smell no matter how, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the science behind it. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. Does that follow people when they get out? Like, was that something that you kept doing as you got out? Like,
I did. It took me probably like a week.
Damn.
Type shit to, you know.
Yeah.
It probably didn't take that long, probably some day. But I definitely was like, it was just a habit. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. That's real. Now going back to prison making a man out of you, what are other things that that, you know, again, like a 17-year-old kid who have no respect for authority, whatever the f- going in, he do 5-10 years. Like, what other things he gonna be like? You gonna be like, nah, that nigga did some prison time. Like, you gonna know, like, oh, nah, he didn't did some time.
I think the biggest thing is learn how to cherish time.
Yeah, that's real shit.
You know what I'm saying? You learn how to cherish time and, you know, learn how they actions affect everybody else. Like, the nigga realize how one decision can, you know what I'm saying, me changing the whole life.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that type shit. I think that's really more important than that other shit. But that respect, bro, you gonna learn some respect, nigga. If you don't learn nothing else, you hear me?
Yeah.
You gonna learn that for sure.
Let me ask you, how did gang activity work when you went in and did the time you did? And how did it differ from gang activity in the free world?
This the shit that went viral.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
Them niggas were mad. Them niggas
it was
were
mad.
mad.
It was mad. Yeah.
They were mad.
We spoke on it though.
But I'm just calling it like I see it now. It's gonna vary according to what unit you on. Usually it depends on what region you in. So if you go south, that's where all the H-Town is at. And that's where they want to be, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes they don't send H-Town to their region. They might shoot you all the way to West Texas, where predominantly, you know what I'm saying, the Woods, the white boys, or the Blacks and the Mexicans, they gonna be having all the motion. All the COs gonna be Mexicans and white boys, you know what I'm saying? Instead of being a lot of, you know what I'm saying, people who look like us type shit. So that shit play a big part because if sociology choose to send you to, you understand me, the panhandle, you know what I'm saying, they just put you against the odds off the muscle. Cause you finna go over there where, you know what I'm saying, where the white boys or the blacks got all the motion. Yeah. And it ain't too many of y'all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how that shit go. And the difference between the gang shit in the penitentiary and in the world, I'm gonna say this. For one, the way that Dallas gang culture isn't the same as Houston gang culture. Let me say that. In the world.
What you mean, like?
So in Dallas, you understand me, we bang our hood. You know what I'm saying? Now in H-Town, they bang they hood too. But they don't have as many neighborhood sets as we got. You know what I'm saying? Like, we bang our hood. So we might take some shit, they might hear about some shit that we bang and feel like, oh, nigga, that ain't even no real. Like, them niggas, so what I'm saying is, and I learned this in TYC, you know what I'm saying? The H-Town niggas, they come up more cultural in gang activity in terms of knowing what they call K, or your lit, your knowledge, your history of the gang, who started the gang, or what's the 5 Ps, or what's the 5 points of the, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like all that type shit. Because when you come in there, that's the type of shit that they check. They're like, oh, you a what? You bang what? Oh, who founded this? Or when did the blood start? Or what blood mean? Or, you know what I'm saying? To that be their way of trying to tell you if you a real blood or not. Now, you know, niggas like really, really know that bro, in the city, right here in Dallas, bro, we don't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You take a nigga from Bonton, you understand me, who grew up as a blood, or you take a nigga from the East who grew up 415, bro, ain't no OG nigga sitting you down talking about, hey, bro, this what blood mean, this what this. Just know, hey, man, we from this hood, this what we bang, this who we is. Like, in Dallas, you'll be best friends with a Crip, nigga. A blood will be best friend with a Crip. That shit don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that shit just mean, it just come down to what hood you from. You know what I'm saying?
So a
But
nigga
in the
not
penitentiary, it's about what you bang. Whether you a neighborhood or not, like, you know what I'm saying? If your shit fall, you know what I'm saying? If y'all supposed to be Los, if y'all niggas Crips, regardless if your shit originated in the Cali or not, then all y'all gonna fall under that. You know what I'm saying?
can a bang multiple sets? Have you seen some flogging and flip-flopping based on his circumstance?
Can a do it? It's gonna be frowned upon. Now, I done seen niggas come in there and be what we refer to as like a stray dog, like a who don't really know what's going on. And I done seen niggas get put down in the penitentiary. Now, me personally, and I know this gonna make some niggas mad, but you know, we kind of never really respected niggas who got really put down in the penitentiary. Like, I mean, the niggas who probably got a pass was like niggas who went down there when they was 17. You know, they real young, but like, nigga, you coming that hoe trying to get put down with a gang, you in your 30s, like, nigga, what? Cause most niggas will see the motion. You know what I'm saying? If you go to the right unit and that's the set that's having all the motion, the niggas see the glitz and glam. They wanna, you know what I'm saying? I done seen that happen. You know what I'm saying? Come through the door, say they don't bang nothing, and then niggas see that, oh, damn, all the dogs got all the motion over here. Then 2 weeks later, oh yeah, I'm a blood. And they like, what? Then nigga get smoked because you ain't announce yourself when you came through the door because you was trying to duck that puncture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's interesting because, you know, you speak on Tango and all the different sets, but White Boy coming in. White Boy normally ain't down with no kind of set. White Boy come in just like, I done did this little crime. I got to come by myself, do this shit. Where do you see a White Boy landing in these situations where he got to like, does he even have protection? Like who can he fall in line with?
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. The state different from the Fed, you know what I'm saying? But I'm speaking about the state right now. In the state, the white boys and the Mexicans take care of their people, whether you bang or not. That's one thing about them that a nigga gotta admit.
Yeah,
We don't do that. Like, nigga come in that hoe, you know what I'm saying? Nigga don't have nothing to eat, no shower shoes. Nigga, if you don't bang what I bang, you ain't from the same city, I don't know nobody you know, ass to be starving. Damn. But nigga, let them Mexicans come in that hoe. Them nigga run up on, hey, wait, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even gotta bang. Nigga gonna give you 2 soups, some beans, you understand me? Some chips, some ranch, to make sure that you can eat. Don't do that. In the feds, they do. But in the state, don't do that.
What do you think that's about as far as, for you personally, what do you take as far as someone not helping out their own? Like us as a, like why wouldn't we help out our own?
I don't know, my brother. I can't. That's something I ain't never really thought about for real. Cause I ain't been down there in a little second, but be niggering too, you hear me? Like, don't get it up. Like, I done seen niggas, man. I done seen niggas take care of the wrong niggas. And they be roach ass, they turn around and steal, or you don't really know the background, they coming and holding. Somebody following you who know the nigga, they like, oh, hell nah, that nigga such. And then you like that, you know what I'm saying? So you don't never wanna, I'm assuming, you know, don't wanna attach themselves to a they don't got no affiliations with, they don't know nothing about, you know what I'm saying? They don't know what type of case they don't know what your character is, especially if you don't bang, nigga can't check you. You what they call a neutron, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no people, you ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Damn. That's real. That's real. Now, so I gotta ask, as far as you yourself, you did, damn it, you did 10. For someone who's just trying to skate through prison, just like I'm just trying to make this shit and do my time, get up out. How do they go about their day to day? Like, can they stay out of trouble and get through prison?
Yeah, I think it's possible.
Yeah,
I think it's possible, bro.
What does it look like if everything goes well?
Well, a lot of shit gotta go well, and that's out of your hands. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, if you just, bro, sometimes niggas just get the bad end of the stick and end up on one of them units where they rocking it. Sometimes you end up on, a transfer unit where it ain't nothing going on, where everybody trying to go home. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's a gamble, bro. When you go down there and you go to the diagnostic unit, you only gonna be there a week or two, bro. You know what I'm saying? Then they gonna call you one morning, put your ass out there, you understand me, in the line, and put you on a Bluebird, put you on another bus, headed where you don't even know where the you going until you pull up. And then when you pull up, you like, I never forget, nigga, we pulled up to Robinson. We pulled up to Ferguson, nigga. And Ferguson is it's a gladiator unit, nigga. It's like it got a high reputation, like Beto and them. So when niggas see it, you know what I'm saying, and it's an ugly ass building, like it's a red brick building.
It look fucked up.
And they got windows that's busted out, nigga. Look like a haunted house, nigga. Throwing up before they even get off the book, because they thinking about everything that they done heard. You done ended up on one of them units. You know what I'm saying? Some go other places where everybody, you understand me, got icy whites on and everybody trying to go home. It's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? But some just get the bad end of the stick, bro.
Let me ask you, now that you done did your time, you out here in the streets, do you feel like they personally put individuals where they think they need to go? And what do you think, is it like, or is it more of a classification, like based on maybe gang tattoos or?
Yeah, it's designed too. Like they ask you, like, are you prejudiced? Do you have anything against such and such people, so they can know? Okay. So like the Woods and shit, like when they come to, I'm saying the Woods, the white boys who square business in the gang culture, they'll tell them hoes like, don't put me in the cell with nobody black. Don't put me in the cell with. And then they gonna
honor that?
Hell yeah, they will. Sociology can do that if you on one of them units where it's like that. Yeah. Hell yeah, they will, nigga.
So the Aryan Nation, like you already
type
like,
shit.
Hey, don't even mix me with a black nigga. It's gonna be a problem.
Man, if it's square business and you know what I'm saying, you confirm and shit like that. Hell yeah, it's possible for. They were like, oh, we know he, but if you do that too, most likely you gonna end up on one of them units.
Yeah, don't they put a, not saying a target, but don't that, like, for you to tell the CEOs or whoever don't do this, because I'm gonna be like, don't that put them like all right, we're gonna have an eye on you because you seem like the type, you already told us you violent, you're gonna be violent towards this
Bro,
race.
Just think about this. Imagine being an animal, right? You getting took from the free world, from the wilderness. You understand me? No, I take that back. You getting took from the zoo, from civilization. You understand me? And they taking you to like a big ass jungle, but the people can like oversee and determine where you gonna go. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nigga, if you an animal, you gonna wanna go where your people at. Nigga, if you a tiger, you know what I'm saying? If you a certain, you know what I'm saying? If you a certain animal, nigga, you want to go where your breed at. Yeah. Cause you already in the jungle. So that's why niggas don't mind sacrificing that type of information if it mean it's gonna get them around their people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cause you can come through that home, keep your mouth closed, and end up on a unit where it ain't nobody like you, nigga. And now you going against. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man. So that's why niggas speak when they come through that house. When they get certain tattoos, because they gonna study all your tattoos. They gonna say, damn, what this mean? What this swastika mean? Or what these stars mean? Or what this...
So they gonna ask you what these tattoos are?
Hell yeah. The GI, they gonna come, they gonna be like, oh yeah, he got such tattoos. They gonna take pictures of whether you tell them or not, then they know they can classify you that way too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The Muslims. Can you be in the gang and still be a Muslim, or once you go Muslim, you gotta be like, I denounce everything else?
Ooh. That's a highly man. I don't know who the fuck you been talking to. That's a highly that's like one of those most controversial topics in the penitentiary, bro.
Here's how it works. And again, this is just outside looking in as the way the penitentiary works. If you want protection, become a Muslim. That's just anybody who hasn't been to prison, who just watch movies, whatever. That's the thought process. If you get into the penitentiary setting, especially with a black man, become a Muslim. You have protection of the Muslim nation. How far is that from reality? As far as you don't know nothing else.
It's some validity to it. Christianity too, though.
Okay.
So they got what they call the God pod. You know what I'm saying? Them the who go down there strictly on religion time. And we'll do it for protection.
Are they protected? Is it respected?
Yeah, because they isolate you from everybody. And the nigga ain't gonna fuck with no nigga. They be like, oh, that nigga on religion time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not gonna, all y'all house
He ain't in the game. He ain't in the game.
Yeah, like you not even here for real. Like you a CO. You know what I'm saying? Like all y'all housed together. Like in one, you know what I'm saying? All y'all in one dorm, on one block, on like all y'all all y'all together. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, them niggas be, hell yeah, that's a real thing. Come down there and they will change their religion card.
Have you seen anybody switch up like that?
Hell yeah. But I done seen some like I done seen niggas, you know.
They go and come back.
I done seen niggas beat Islam and bang at the same time. But of course it caused problems.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, some people gonna speak out on it. You know what I'm saying? At Tali or whatever Jumu'ah services, you know what I'm saying, being had. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I done seen niggas do it. And I'm talking about the who be in position. Cool. You know? But that's one of them topics, bro. Like, that's one of them topics, bro.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna cap. The Muslims, because I'm Islam as well, even though it's not traditional like Muslim, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
I studied with the guys in Earth and the 5%ers and you know what I'm saying? The AZ, like, I studied with them brothers, so, but whenever Islam services was had, you know, I attend, we fast during Ramadan, I attend, you know what I'm saying? But everybody knew, like, he not our Islam, that's like, he the other Islam, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it was tension because of that. You know what I'm saying? He don't believe how we believe.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Type. So.
Yeah. That's how it go. When it comes to just the way prison system is, how different is a CO or a guard different from a zookeeper? Do you feel like the way a zookeeper would keep the animals in check, prod them, you know, hey, you can't escape, hey, stay in check, versus a CO or a guard? Like, how different do you feel that is?
Damn, that's a good question, my brother.
No, for real.
It really ain't too much difference when you think about it, for real.
Yeah.
You know?
Someone told me that, like, COs, if they really did background checks, these COs be doing criminal shit where they should be in this too. I mean, if you look at them, like, if anybody has a wool pull behind their lives and what they do, like, in their personal lives, they should be right here with us. But yet, you got these same guys who are here telling y'all what it is and what it is. Do y'all, like, do you think about it? Do you give a, like, does it matter to you?
Man.
He just ain't got a call yet.
Man, that's just like niggas, winners win, bro. Like, it's certain shit we don't look at. You got jammed and they didn't. It is what it is. They in a position of authority and they got a gray suit on, nigga, it is what it is. Like, you can talk about that all you want, nigga, but at the end of the day, they hat says, protect our own, nigga. They got gray suits on, and it's them against us. Like, regardless, you know what I'm saying? Now, you got some COs who gonna be in the game, you understand me? They gonna be cool, you know, they gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's how hustling. That's how most I mean, I ain't saying shit that they don't know. They know how this shit go. They got a whole website and blog about this shit whenever they get busted. Where they post them at. A guard fucking on the inmate or a guard getting caught bringing this in or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's normally what people don't understand is that these prisons be in small towns. Ain't nobody driving from Dallas, Fort Worth or Houston to drive to a prison and work for 8 hours and go back home. They employing the people that live in the general area.
And not only that, they look at this shit as a career. Most of these people, they mama was in the prison system. They granny was in the prison system. Like, this is a way of life, nigga. Like, this is what they do.
You kind of born into it.
Hell yeah, like, this is what they do. It's like, we from this town. You go to school, go to high school. You don't got to go to college. You go straight to TDC. You understand me? And you start your career. It's like a way of life. You know what I'm saying?
And if you hear like a prison guard making only, let's just say a prison guard makes $65,000 a year. Today's day and age, that's not a lot of money as far as if you got multiple kids and you trying to do some stuff. Do you understand why the prison guards will say that I'm going to hop into some business with these inmates?
Yeah,
or is it just more of a bond that's built between the inmate and the prison?
Maybe I'm biased, nigga. You know, I'm going to say, hell yeah. Shit. Hell yeah, come get you some money or come give a nigga some of that, you understand me, for $100, $200. You know what I'm saying? You don't think they you don't think they gonna do that? Yeah. Like, hell yeah. They, like you said, they don't make a, you know what I mean? Like,
come on.
You got down there, some niggas down there living, you know what I'm saying? Some niggas down there making more money than them. In the penitentiary, they making more money than them in the world. And they know the motion real.
Yeah, for now, they gonna see it. They gonna see it. Can the guards look up people's books and how much? I mean, not books, but how much they got in commissary? Can guards like kind of see, like in real time, this got real motion like this?
Yeah. If they cool with the CO, well, you can. Well, it's two places. If you know the CO in commissary, you got access to it. Or if you got any access, like in the front, like the wardens and sociology, hell yeah, nigga, they can see what's on your books.
Okay. Yeah. How often do the normal inmate meets the warden? Like, is that something that go on? Like, the warden actually just go show his face to the inmates?
Nah, I mean, it depends on what kind of unit you on. You know, if you on the max units, bro, you very rarely gonna see niggas. The staff get putting their hands on staff, bro.
Oh wait, for what? Because they just ain't nothing to do.
It could be anything. It could be nigga don't like the living conditions, or they been serving in the kitchen for a week straight, or nigga we been on lockdown 4 weeks, eating Johnny sex every day. Y'all ain't took us to the shower when y'all supposed to take us to the shower. Take a burp. It can, it could be living situations. It could be a simple misunderstanding, or you got into one of his COs and he came at the wrong time and you just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be anything.
Yeah, staff can get it too.
Hell yeah. On the max units, bro, them hoes stay on lockdown, like.
Damn. Now, we talked about it before, but I want to reiterate it. You ever had to do solitary time in the hole?
Yeah, I did, on some fluke ass shit too.
When you say fluke, speak on it. What was it?
Them hoes had came and woke a nigga up and they said something, bro. They had grabbed like 6 to 8 of us, bro, and it was like, yo, y'all on the investigation for such and such, such and such. And I was mad in the bitch, nigga, because it was during the playoffs, nigga. So I ain't, we back there, we ain't got no TV. So I just got my radio, you know what I'm saying? And on me, nigga, it's roaches in the cell, all type of shit, like, nigga. I was mad in the bitch, you hear me? Shit. But I can't even remember what the accusation was, but it was some type of he say, she say. I don't even know how my name got caught up in that shit for real, bro. Mm. But we was on the back there probably damn near a week type shit. If that, them hoes came and got us.
Based on seeing how the situation was, I hear a lot of people might lose their mind, doing sex time, doing the whole. Yeah. Can you, like, based on, like, what is the condition? Like, how big is the room? What kind of light comes in? Like, what is the what is the situation?
So it depends on why you being isolated. Okay. So like we were talking about a while ago, if you one of them who get isolated because you gonna kill yourself, they probably gonna put you in that hole with a motherfucking paper napkin dress on or something. You ain't gonna have the same cover and blanket as everybody got. You might not have a mat. Like they gonna, you ain't gonna have access to the same that the regular inmates got access to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And your SIG too, it depends on what unit you on. You know what I'm saying? Or you on one of them dormitory units, or you on the ID unit, or you gonna be on the cell with bars, or you on the newer cells where you're gonna be in a cell with a glass window and a steel door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, all that shit depends. But yeah, when you in SIG, it depends on what kind of SIG you in, because sometimes you might have all your property, sometimes you might not have none of your property. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, the food is gonna be worse. You ain't gonna have no access to commissary. And the hardest labor known to man is thinking. So you put a nigga in a cell by themselves.
With just your thoughts, shit.
With your thoughts, niggas can't live with themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most niggas gonna be in that house jacking their dick all day. So they probably just gonna be doing it and going to sleep. But even that's gonna get old after a while. You gonna have to fade them thoughts and think about some shit. Some niggas get bored and start hitting on shit. Some niggas get bored and try to go swimming in the toilet.
Yeah.
Some niggas come back there, got stamps, and get on the run like, hey, ain't nobody got such and such. If you lucky, somebody back there hustling, but you gotta hope that they skilled enough to know how to fish, you understand me? And they fish you some shit, and you know what I'm saying? You know, it just depends.
I've heard niggas got to a point where they start talking to themselves. When you get to that point, you tithering. Insanity is a real thing.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with talking to yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
Me personally.
Okay.
Because that's the same shit we do when we thinking. When you start answering yourself. In the same,
in a full conversation.
Yeah, then you got something to worry about, but shit, yeah, bro, when you...
Can you see why a man would lose his mind in that situation? Can you understand, like...
Absolutely.
I see exactly why he would lose his mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Damn. All right, so I gotta say it because, again, prison is it's an institution, and they say, what's the word they use? He's institutionalized when you get out of prison. What do you feel about prison makes a man institutionalized? Meaning, like, what things day to day makes him become that? Whether it's making up the bed, waking up at 6, the way he eats his food. Some people like get close to their plate and eat their plate like somebody about to steal their food. Like, what things are seen that a man's been institutionalized?
Yeah, that type shit. Like you said, like how a nigga eat, how a nigga walk. You a nigga who still walking with your hands behind your back.
They make inmates walk with hands behind their back?
Yeah, they really enforce it on certain units more than others. Yeah. Do a nigga knock on the table when he through eating before he get up?
I heard that before.
That's like a tradition.
What is that? That like out of respect or?
Type eat fast, because when you down there, you on the time limit when you sit down. That flushing the toilet shit we talked about. And then, really just you go from somebody scheduling your whole daily routine to now you got free will to do whatever you want to do. And some niggas need that structure, you know what I'm saying? They can't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say they can't, but in their mind, how they see it, they need to be told, like, oh, when it's time to go do this, and when it's time to do this, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like that's a big transition for a lot of people, especially when you've been gone for a long time and you left when you was young, you know what I'm saying? So.
Now, I know you haven't been in a while, but I got to get your take on it, man, as far as how things work now. We interviewed a young man who was, hypothetically, potentially, allegedly, Mo3's killer, you know what I'm saying, as far as a Keywan White. And
y'all interviewed him when?
On the phone. Real Life Street started interviewing him.
I was on the unit with bro.
Oh, for real? Oh, yeah, on some other shit?
Nah, on that shit.
Oh, that shit? Oh.
Yeah, when I was in the feds, when I was in the feds, when I was in Seagoville, he came to Seagoville.
Oh, shit.
And but they took him straight to PC though. I don't know if that was
Because of the high profile
choice,
yeah.
or you know what I'm saying. But he was definitely in PC for sure.
Well, I asked this because I gotta just give me how it worked because I don't know how the things work. But he was allegedly, or no, not allegedly, he admitted it. He was with a transvestite going into the situation. You know what I'm saying? He knew what it was, and it's just that was his thing. So he goes and he does an interview with us, and he says that's what type of time I'm on. Like, is it just like respected that he's on that? Was or is like doing that in secret and down low or something, trying to do it to where it sounds like he's giving a because he did come out and say, yeah, that's just what the I do. Which again, I know times has changed. I don't know what the going on, but it seems like it's giving him a pass to be on that type of time because he admitted to being on that type of time. How does it work nowadays?
I mean, different units do different shit. I done seen a Crip nigga who you wouldn't even think nigga had all the talent in the world too, bro. I swear. This nigga rap hard in the bitch, bro. I never forget this nigga. And he was down there playing like that. And some was like, you ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you ain't no Crip, nigga. You can't bang, nigga. You whoop, you know what I'm saying? But shit, at the end of the day, them look at it like, bro, that's their life, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of them look at y'all niggas like, y'all niggas finna go home in 7 years, nigga. In 9 years, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'ma be down here, nigga. This my bitch. You know what I'm saying? I done seen go to war over these, over the board tours, nigga, on my mama. I done seen Ride started. You know what I'm saying? Cause a nigga felt like you was trying his bitch and you supposed to know this his bitch. You know what I'm saying? This bitch going to put up his tray and, you understand me, making his food and, cleaning this and that. So I guess it just depends what type of unit you on and who he's supposed to be affiliated with and all that type shit, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, whenever you associated like on some telling shit, which he was, most likely where he at, he gonna be safe.
Yeah,
Cause it's one of them units. Like everybody over here telling, like it ain't no gangster shit going on. It ain't no law being held. Like it's a police ass unit.
Yeah.
So niggas do whatever the fuck they want. You know what I'm saying?
Is it the prison system, or is it the warden, or is it like who puts a person like that saying, yeah, he needs to be in PC, or he working with us? Get him over here. Like who makes who calls these shots? Is it the inmate, or is it the?
If the system don't catch it, and the feds, what they do is they make you, you got a certain amount of time to display your paperwork.
Like 30 days, I heard.
Usually it's your PSI.
Yeah.
Your pre-sentence investigation. So you gotta display that because if you cooperated with the government in any type of capacity, it's gonna be in your PSI. And the reason why it gotta be in the PSI is because the PSI is what the judge read before they determine how much time they gonna give you. Yeah. So that's the way that the state or the government lets the judge know he's one of us. It's gonna be rolling in the PSI that he cooperated with us. He let us know this, he let us know that. So that's why when niggas go to the unit, they ask, hey bro, you gotta display this paperwork in a certain amount of days. If you can't, you gotta go, you know what I'm saying? And when niggas catch out, they know how that shit go. They gonna be like, damn, why such and such. And all the niggas who caught out gonna be on the same type of units. You ain't gonna be able to walk, what they say is you ain't gonna be able to walk the yard. You ain't gonna be able to come outside.
Amazing. They always talk about the situation where once they put that rat on the wall for to start telling, like prison start incentivizing, like, nah, if you could drop the dime on it, it can either help your time, it can help a lot. You'd be better off telling on than not telling it, where it made people start telling on shit they ain't had nothing to do with or things they might have heard. What are your thoughts as far as once they put that rat on the wall?
Yeah, so when I went to the penitentiary, the rat was on the wall. And they had that bitch everywhere too. And intake, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like, bro, was doing more telling in the feds than they was doing in the state. No cap. Real talk. Like, cause in the Feds, they play dirty games. Like they real smooth with informants and the way they.
Yeah, feds they seem like they like big fish. Like, now we want big fish. we give a fuck about small. If you willing to talk,
Yeah, but you got in that hoe who already got sentenced or who like fighting you know what I'm saying, who still currently working.
Yeah.
Because if they get in that hoe with a like you, a known nigga, you know what I'm saying? I know this brick nigga from Dallas. I used to hear about this all the time. Yeah. And now I'm in the feds with this nigga. And we in the barbershop talking, and this nigga talking about his case, and he say some shit that he wasn't supposed to say. Niggas gonna go, call that lawyer, hey, I got some information on such. His, you know what I'm saying, such number is such. You think it's enough for us to, you know what I'm saying, go to the government and get something done, get some years shaved off? My mama down there doing that. Niggas down there doing that shit, bro.
Man, that says a lot right there. That says a lot right there. All right, Greedy, you already know what it is, man. You know, we do these prison stories. You know, we don't do it to glorify prison. We ain't trying to make light of or make fun of going into prison. We're trying to make sure that young people that even come up under you might know, like, nah, there's some shit that you lose when you have to sit down for a while. If you don't mind, because, you know, you signed yourself. You got out here and got to it. If you can't speak to the youth out there that, you know, is taking penitentiary chances, not knowing that they have other avenues, whether using credit, whether using just their brain, or just asking for help to get out of a situation where they have to go sit down for 5, 8, 10 years. Can you speak to the youth right now, you know what I'm saying, as far as giving them another option in this motherfucker?
Yeah, you just gotta know that when you really in the streets, bro, that penitentiary is a part of it. Like, you gotta know, you know what I'm saying? You know, ain't no such thing as, oh, I didn't know, or, you know what I'm saying?
Ignorance doesn't work as an excuse.
Ignorance don't give you a pass, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cause that's just like that shit with Gunner. All of a sudden, niggas want to give him a pass, nigga, you a police. Like, can't nobody make me think different. I don't give a fuck what you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? You gotta teach them before you bring them. That's how this shit go. When we really in the streets, nigga, this is how this shit goes. It's just certain shit that you gotta know that you can't say. And this is why they tell niggas when they go in there, don't talk. They tell niggas that because 90% of the aren't intelligent enough to have a conversation with a detective who is trained to do this shit and not talk about themselves in the third person. They're not intelligent enough to do that. So they tell you just don't talk. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Don't say nothing, bro. Just go get a lawyer. I done been down there with niggas who told on theyself. Nigga, them hoes done had shit. Down there on a murder case. Cause they told on theyself. Like, literally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've heard people say that the laws tricked me. They tricked me with the wording. And that's what they try to plead out on that. Like,
nigga, but they ask you, nigga, when they read you the Miranda rights, they tell you everything you say can and will be used against you, my brother. So if you in some shit and you know you don't know how this shit go, bro, you ain't supposed to say shit. Mm-hmm. Nigga, you go get some help.
Facts.
Nigga, I can't give no grown man no pass talking about he didn't know.
For real.
I just can't, bro.
If you don't know the answer to a test, leave it blank.
I don't give a fuck how talented a nigga is, bro.
For real.
Like, I can't give you no pass, bro. I can't, man. It's just the street part of me won't allow me to do it. And I ain't trying to be biased. You know, I ain't glorifying this shit. But like, this is what I came, like, that's what I came from.
Come on.
I'm a nigga who was a victim on the other end who I told on twice. I can't give a nigga no pass for not accepting responsibility, bro.
Whatever happened to that told on you? Like, I'm just curious. What was their outcome as far as in the streets? Whether they got time taken off? Like, what was their outcome?
So unfortunately, my first go around, my who had told it was his first time getting in trouble, and once again, he was oblivious to the law. He didn't know, bro. It's your first time getting in trouble. You going home.
You got nothing.
You going home on probation, bro. You ain't killed nobody. You ain't gotta tell, bro. You gonna go home. You not going to the penitentiary, bro. You gonna go home. You know what I'm saying? The second nigga who told on me, it was so goofy because this told, I'm gonna tell you how cold these hoes is, bro. And this is shit that people don't talk about, right? So the feds, this is what they do. They say, if it's more than one person on your indictment, they come at you and they say, hey, we can give you a downward departure and give you the minimum penalty if you didn't play, if you played a lesser role in the case. So they say, oh, well, shit, I was just a driver. I ain't know woo. Once again, this go back to niggas not being intelligent enough, my brother. In order for you to let them know that you played a lesser role, you have to tell them everything that happened, my brother.
You have to tell them about the lesser role you played.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of shit that happened to Gunner. Like, nigga, what? Like, you just told on us, bro.
Thank you. Shit, you helped our case like a...
And then, but bro got banned because in the feds, it's a point system. So bro had a history like I did, but we had multiple cases. Like, we had some shit. Then we had what they call 924C. And everybody know, like, nigga, that 924C, it's a mandatory stack sentence. So what I'm saying is, the other shit, if you got 10 years and you got that 924C, that's still gonna be an additional 7-8 years on top of the 10. It's not gonna be ran CC. The 10 not gonna eat the 8 up like you do in the state.
Yeah.
It's a mandatory stack sentence. So instead of doing that 10 and that 10 eating that 8, nigga, you gonna do 18. You know what I'm saying? So he was putting, a situation like that where you had both of them. You know what I'm saying? But, yo.
That's game for don't get it. And again, as we speaking to the youth, man, I guess it's good to say no. I guess know your law, know something. I mean, don't go and just nigga. Again, ignorance doesn't give you nothing in your favor for real.
And once again, we not promoting the streets and violence and breaking the law. But please, man, if you're gonna be in the streets, man, please make it mandatory for these to start learning the law and knowing what they can and can't say and what they supposed to do in the event that somebody is captured or arrested, bro.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
We gotta know what they getting themselves into, man.
Cause
that's the part of the game OG niggas ain't telling us. I know didn't nobody tell me. Niggas ain't telling us, like, we just had to go through it.
They gonna have you do the crime. Like, nah, ride with me, homie. Like, they gonna tell you what you're looking at. So, with that being said, I gotta say, man, once again, we got him back in the building, man. E Greedy G, I appreciate you, man. For those that may want to follow you, see what you got going on, because you already got motion out here already since you've been out. Tell them how to follow you. Tell them what you got going on, what you got coming up.
Hey, E Greedy G, all platforms, just drive Copycat. That hoe doing numbers. Just broke a barrier. We ain't been on a regular rotation on the radio, you understand me? 100% independent. No rap daddies. None of that other shit the other got. All the way out the mud, like, really independent. Yeah. Got an EP called No Favors. Finna drop next month. You understand me? Nah, for real. Blueprint.
If somebody was right now trying to pause this and say, let me go see what he on, what's the best platform to hit you on to see what it's about?
Shit, the ground.
All right. E Greedy G on the ground. All right. I can't say it enough, man. You done did your time, bro. You done paid your debt to society. You out here, putting down real game. I gotta appreciate you, man. So with that being said, E Greedy G, this is Prison Stories 101. Hey, bro, I salute you for real, man. Let's go.